Little do we know that that line of thinking is exactly why there are millions of people in hell. It says, they are darkened in their understanding and separated from the life of God because of the ignorance that is in them due to the hardening of their hearts. Having lost all sensitivity, they have given themselves over to sensuality. Having lost all sensitivity, meaning your convictions aren't sensitive to you anymore. You don't feel convicted when you sin anymore. You don't feel convicted in the things that you do. This verse hits because it describes what happens when we stop responding to the conviction. Every time you say, oh, it's not that deep, every time you allow that small sin to be justified, every single thing that you gloss over in your life and don't allow the conviction of the God to actually handle, then what happens is it hardens your hearts little by little. Little do we know that that line of thinking is exactly why there are millions of people in hell. You keep justifying the small sins. And so what happens is you lose your sensitivity to conviction, and that justification of every small sin, little by little, it hardens your hearts. God keeps whispering, but we stop noticing, and all of a sudden it silences the voice of God. This is the scary thing about having a numb faith. It's that you don't often notice it until it's happening, until you can't feel him anymore. If you feel a conviction, whether that's a good conviction or a bad conviction, you've got to respond. You can't hear the voice of God and put him on hold and then expect to have a relationship with him. You can't keep doing that, because over time, it'll get quieter and quieter and quieter and quieter, and you won't feel convicted at all anymore. Conviction is a gift given to us by the Holy Spirit, but when you abuse it, when you ignore it entirely, what happens is we get lost in our faith. We become lukewarm. The Holy Spirit is telling us to go one way, but we can't even hear him because we've drowned him out with a lack of conviction and apathy and desensitivity.